The setting is the yard, which fronts the only entrance to the Maxon household, an ancient two-story brick house set back off a small alley in a big city neighborhood. The entrance to the house is gained by 2 or 3 steps leading to a wooden porch badly in need of paint. A relatively recent addition to the house and running its full width, the porch lacks congruence. It is a sturdy porch with a flat roof. 1 or 2 chairs of dubious value sit at one end where the kitchen window opens onto the porch. An old-fashioned icebox stands silent guard at the opposite end. The yard is a small dirt yard, partially fenced, except for the last scene with the wooden sawhorse, a pile of lumber, and other fence-building equipment set off to the side. Opposite is a tree from which hangs a ball made of rags. A baseball bat leans against the tree. 2 oil drums serve as garbage receptacles and sit near the house at right to complete the setting. And if you guys notice, there's a box on the side that asks you to identify adjectives that describe the setting. What are some words that jump out to you? How would you describe this house in your own words? Deshaun?
2-story brick house.
2-story brick house. Good. What else? Flat roof. Good. They say it is ancient. So that might be an adjective you want to not jot down too. All right. It is 1957. Troy and Bono enter the yard engaged in conversation. Troy is 53 years old, a large man with thick, heavy hands. It is this largeness that he strives to fill out and make an accommodation with. Together with his blackness, his largeness informs his sensibilities and the choices he has made in his life. Of the 2 men, Bono is obviously the follower. His commitment to their friendship of 30-odd years is rooted in his admiration of Troy's honesty, capacity for hard work, and his strength, which Bono seeks to emulate. It's Friday night, payday, and the one night of the week the 2 men engage in the ritual of talk and drink. Troy is usually the most talkative, and at times he can be crude and almost vulgar, though he is capable of rising to profound heights of expression. The men carry lunch buckets and wear or carry burlap aprons and are dressed in clothes suitable to their jobs as garbage collectors.
Troy, you ought to stop that line.
I ain't lying. The nigga had a watermelon this big. Talking about what watermelon, Mr. Rand? I like to fell out. What watermelon, Mr. Rand? It's sitting there big as life.
What did Mr. Rand say?
Ain't said nothing. Figured the nigga too dumb to know he carrying a watermelon. He wasn't gonna get much sense out of him. Trying to hide that great old watermelon under his coat. Afraid to let the white man see him carry it home.
I'm like you. I ain't got no time for them kind of people.
Now what he look like getting mad because he see the man from the union talking to Mr. Rand?
He come to me talking about Maxon gonna get us fired. I told him to get away from me with that. He walked away from me calling you a troublemaker. What Mr. Rand say?
Ain't said nothing. He told me to go down to the commissioner's office next Friday. They called me down there to see him.
Well, as long as you got your complaint filed, they can't fire you. That's what one of them white fellas tell me.
I ain't worried about them firing me. They gonna fire me because I asked a question. That's all I did. I went to Mr. Rand and asked him, why? Why you got them white men's driving and the colors lifted? Told him, what's the matter? Don't I count? You think only white fellows got sense enough to drive a truck. That ain't no paper job. Hell, anybody can drive a truck. How come you got all the whites driving and the colors lifting? He told me to take it to the union. Well, hell, that's what I done. Now they want to come with a pack of lies.
I told Brownie, if the man come and ask him any questions, just tell the truth. It ain't nothing but something they done trumped up on you because you filed a complaint on them.
Brownie don't understand nothing. All I want them to do is change the job description. Give everybody a chance to drive the truck. Brownie can't see that. He ain't got that much sense.
How you figure he be making out with that gal be up at Taylor's all the time? That